let me bring this screen over to you guys. Oh, there it is. Okay, a couple places that you can find Aspire. So first of all, okay, let's say that you were on the school's website, okay? Under Parents, there is a link to Aspire right there under Navigation, okay? So it's under Parents and Navigation, so there's one way to do it. Then, let me just hurry and go to the student site. Okay, you know how you guys also know how to get here? Most of you? It's just student.scholarcharter. I'll do that again. Student.scholarcharter.org. Oh my gosh. Sure, .org. I'm so freaking tired, guys. I'm done. Dunzo. Let's see. I think she had it on here as well. Oh, maybe not. Is it? Did I just miss it? Oh, way up here. I just saw this symbol. I didn't realize. Okay, because that's the state symbol. Okay, so you can also click there. If you are on the class website, it is on the home page and it's right here. So you have literally a link on any of the 3 websites. Okay. Ms. Rollins' website, I don't remember if she has one, and Ms. Brandy's website should be published soon if she didn't get it done while I was gone. If not, it should be published any day now. I'll make sure that she's got a link on it too. Yes. Oh, you need to do that on Fridays from 3 to 4 when it's when somebody's already here for detention students, so that they could just watch you. And then just know that only improves your citizenship in one class at a time, though. Okay, so you'll have to let us know which class you want it to go to. Okay, while you guys check that really quick, I am going to see what the attendance is. Did you all move your magnets? Every day. Now remember, like, let's say that you have a U, unsatisfactory, lowest you can have, and it says like -3 points. That means that you have got to get 3 points just before you get out of the U's, because you've kind of dug yourself a hole with the same behavior or repetitive behavior that is not acceptable or expected. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to work towards it for a while to get out of the U's, then to get to the N, which is meaning improvement, and then to get to that satisfactory. So it's not just necessarily a 1 and done, depending on how many times you've been deducted a point. Connor. In your planner. In your planner. No. Yes. Social studies? Social studies is Ms. Ron. When you do history, that's social studies. You'll have to talk to her about that, though, soon. I'm not sure. To get a point? So if you do an hour, that will give you a point back. But you can also just be really noticeably awesome in class, and we can give you a point as well. We know that you're really, really trying to yeah. Okay. Class. All right, so we have numbers 3, 26, 10, and 12. And then which one is Caleb? Because you need to take them off for a while, so I'll go through it. All right, so I'm going to put them back. No, they don't do attendance that way. I take their attendance. Yeah. You're good. I plot that too sometimes. I'm like, where is it? I'm like, oh yeah, never mind. And I've done this longer than you, Stephanie, so I really, see, that's why I say I'm old. Okay, 10 and 12. Ashlyn and Diego's already gone. Diego. Am I? Diego. No. More than that. More than that. Yeah. March. So really, yeah. Really, really? Okay. Oh, we should stand for the pledge. Remember something. I'm so excited. Did the jobs get changed? I don't think I told her to do that. Well, so for today, let's just keep it all the same because I am way too tired to deal with that yet.
I have no idea.
You guys, this class can check tomorrow. Does that sound good? Sounds great to me. Okay, here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I encourage you guys when you do the pledge to think about what it is you're saying and don't resort back to the kindergarten way of I pledge allegiance to the flag, because that's just how they teach them how to do it, you know, as a choral read thing. But yeah, really think about what you're saying. What's that? Oh, fine.
Oh my
Came and then she ditched us. That's fine. Okay, let's talk about the class website. Okay, let's see if I even remember to do it. Oh, I did. Yay. Okay, go under Math Resources, click down, and you will see a new section. Yes, so OUR is actually the name of our curriculum. It's called Open Up Resources. You can just think of it as our unit resources. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? No? Well, just pretend. Okay. Right here, yeah. Okay, so I have moved the Unit 1 resource button here. It may still also be on the other page. Who knows? I don't remember if I took it off or not. It'll eventually disappear. But it's right here for now, but I have added extra stuff. So let's click on Unit 1 resources. Okay, so you've already seen the applets, right? This is normal. If you go down, you are going to see the videos. Now, first of all, Vimeo and YouTube, these are the exact same video. It just depends. Sometimes, like, if YouTube has issues, then you can just click on it from the other platform. So, exact same video, it's just on two different sites. So, the Open Up Resources program, okay, stop blinking, there we go, has actually made review videos for you. They go through the main parts of the lessons. They sort of group the lessons. You can see video 1 is lessons 1 through 3, and then it touches on a little bit of 11. It's okay if you haven't seen anything from 11 yet. It's not a big deal. So they'll take like a chunk of similar concepts, skills, and they'll do like a really short little video about it, and they'll even give you 1 or 2 little problems that will encourage you to pause, try it out, and then see what it looks like. A lot of the problems, though, are ones that we've already done. So you can just take a look at it, see if you remember how to do it, check your understanding, and then it'll talk you through how to solve it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's a nice way to just summarize what we've learned so far, and to hear it from somebody else, and to get a little recap, and also give yourself 1 or 2 ways to check your understanding, and then it'll tell you if you got it or not. Yeah, what's that?
Under the Open Up Resources, down, those 2 things we don't have access to. Yeah.
Oh, I know why. Thank you. I would have seen that in like 2 seconds. Okay, hold on 1 moment and I will adjust that for you. Yes. Okay, I'll tell you when to refresh. Hold on. I probably forgot to allow access to it. That'd be helpful. This is why people should not work when they're exhausted. Yeah. I'm like, I can see it just fine, but I also have access. So.
That's why the teacher is a job.
Well, look, I have been sort of doing my job lately, okay? Sort of. I've been trying. Sort of, you know? Yeah. Like, I thought about doing my job. And I was like, maybe. Maybe I will. Okay. That was for the summary. So let me switch this one.
Get out of the class. Get out of the class. What is
Oh, that's why. Okay. It doesn't even give me a chance to do that. How shall I? So then I will do. Yeah, it's going to be recording the whole time. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and start listening to the first video while I try to give access to this. Does it give you like a battery life on it? Does it give you a battery life on it? Tell you how long it's going to last for?
Yeah.
20 minutes? Okay. Go ahead and, why don't you go ahead and watch the video until then, and then plug it in afterwards.
I got money in my pocket.
Money in your pocket?
It's not work anymore. Yeah, I got money in my pocket. Isn't that nice?
Nice. Okay. Do you have your old head on it? Okay, you gotta bring your old ones in and then give them to the office, and then they will talk it for you. Actually, no. Okay, so go ahead and go to the office, and then go back to the home. Oh, my sent you up there. Take a hall pass, okay? Okay. Okay, let me see if that did anything. V5. 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 Thank you. All right, I'm going to see if it will let me embed this with access. Okay, so if you refresh, you'll have access to the summaries. Now I just need to do the other one. Honestly, on the we have only gone to, we are almost, we are on lesson like 8-ish. So you can watch 1 and 2, and that should be a review. And then lesson 3 is what we're doing or video 3, I mean, is what we're doing right now.
So one more?
Yeah, I need to do the last one. I'm going to do the last one. Yes. I just wanted to see if that helped. Okay, give me 5, 4, 3. Gosh, Roger. Okay. Now that I know, because it's embedding it on there, it wasn't the sharing list, so that's why I didn't realize it. So I will fix the last one. The last document is going to be family resources and materials, so it kind of explains it, gives an example, kind of lets your parents know, or your family, but also for yourself, sort of the big idea of what we're learning. The first document you were not able to see is all of the summaries. Just kind of the major notes for all of the units, or excuse me, all of the lessons in this unit, okay? So now that I know that that worked, I will go ahead and update the second document. Again, videos 1 and 2 should be review, and then video 3, we're kind of in the middle of that one, so you can watch it if you want to, or you can wait if you want to.
Go down.
Put your headphones on.
Will you guys pause and then refresh the class website and see if the documents on Unit 1 are appearing now for you?
Yep, both are working.
Okay, will you kind of glance at both of those so you know what they are, please? Get familiar with them real quick. Okay, guys, will you go ahead and pause? Okay, and close the lid. Alright, all of the lids are closed. Except 1, 2. Oh, not even. You're continuing to learn. Knock it off. Okay. Okay, before we start on the board, I see a lot of things that should join the rest of the supplies over here on the side. That was so smooth. I saw nothing. Good job. Okay, math notes out and open. Great job calling him out. I love it. Very nice. That should be enough. Okay, did you guys talk about this one yesterday?
Yeah. A little. Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. Let's go ahead and talk about it right now. So, you notice that there's a blue one that has an M in it, yes? Okay. And, ooh, I like it. Do those M's stay the same across the board, or are they different? All the same. Okay. And then the yellow, orangish kind of triangle. What do you notice about that? Let's have some hands in the air. All right, Cameron? Yes. Oh, it's a triangle. Okay, a little more specific. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Lucas.
It's always the same shape. It's always just facing the same way. It's always the exact same thing, just like that.
So it's almost like this guy right here just moved to here, like just slid around. Always the same direction, everything. Okay, Lillian? And I like they said gold. That's a good way to describe it. The gold triangle is a copy of the blue one, okay? Go ahead. It's going to stay the same area. Interesting. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Okay. They're different looking shapes there. How do you know that they're going to be the same area? Tell the people around you. How do you know?
They use the exact same
Okay, I want you to go ahead and sketch something similar in your notes. Doesn't have to be perfect and beautiful, but just sketch something similar and tell yourself how you know that these 3 different parallelograms here, one being so special it's called a rectangle, how are these 3 different parallelograms exactly congruent, equal, the same? If I were to start the sentence, to make a parallelogram, you need to have, what could I finish it with just looking at this picture? To make a parallelogram, you need to have, based off this picture here, you need to have what? Good, this side, still thinking. To make a parallelogram, you need to have, waiting for more ideas on this side. Good. Brandon, what do you think you need to have?
4 sides.
4 sides. Agreed. Okay. Isabella.
2 triangles.
2 triangles. Annalise.
2 sides parallel.
2 sides are parallel. Now, any 2 sides? Like the top and the left side?
No.
No.
Has to be the top and the bottom or the left and the right.
Okay. Opposite sides have to be parallel. Okay, Lucas?
Strong on the shape.
Uh-huh. That shape, that would be good. Yeah. Josh, did he steal yours?
But the opposite sides are congruent.
Okay, opposite sides are congruent. Let's go back to Isabella. Are you the one that said 2 triangles?
Yeah.
Okay, let's be specific about that. To make a parallelogram, you have to have 2 triangles. 2 equal triangles. 2 congruent triangles. Equal all the way around. They look identical. You could literally put them on top of each other and they would match perfectly, right?
Yeah.
As my fingers are sliding. Yes, perfectly. Yes, exactly. Perfectly. Okay. So that's the main idea here, is that to make a parallelogram, any kind of parallelogram, even if it was a special one called a rectangle, or even more special and you squished it enough to make it a square, you can still create 2 identical triangles from it. Now I know you guys got a little preview of that a couple weeks ago when we did our mini lesson 5 times, 5 mini lessons. It was different mini lessons. Gosh, you guys are so judgy. Jeez. Okay. So in order to get the area of just the blue or just the gold color, what do I do to the area of the parallelogram? Here is the area of the parallelogram. That whole area. What do I do to that space? What do you think?
Are you talking about this one where you could, like, how you can make that the same thing to have the same area? Or?
So this whole area of the parallelogram, right? You agree is the exact same amount of squares in this area, right? Okay, and the middle one? What if I only want, like, the blue triangle, though? What do I do to the area?
You can switch it over to make the same square. That's what I do.
Okay.
Just to make it easier.
Would that give me the area of both of the triangles or just the blue one?
Give you the area of both of them.
What if I just want the blue one? I just want the blue one. This slide's full of ideas.
This side is still processing.
Oh, okay.
The real deck is spinning.
If I can fake it, you can fake it. Good. Let's make that brain think. Yeah. Okay, Kimber, what do you think? You divide it in half. Do you guys agree? I cut it in half. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to trace this a little better because that was kind of a. Oh, come on. There we go. Here, there, almost perfect. Okay, we'll pretend. There we go. Okay, if I have this and I cut it in half, this direction, am I left with whatever? The triangle. And is that triangle the blue triangle?
Yeah.
Okay. No? Yes? Oh.
It's separated.
Oh.
If you wanted it to be yes. It's the same thing. You're gonna switch it over.
You can do it like that, and then I can flip it. Flip it that way. Oh, it didn't do it. Haru.
If it turns to the other.
There we go. Is that the triangle?
Yeah.
What about that one?
Yeah.
Are you You sure it's gonna be this one too?
No.
Oh, now we're sure. Okay, so make sure that you also note that down. If I get the parallelogram and I cut it in half, it leaves me with the triangle. If I get that triangle and I double it, I copy it, I clone it, I can make the parallelogram again, right? Do you guys agree? That if I clone this guy right here, I can make this parallelogram again, this whole parallelogram? Okay, so let's double check. On you. Turn you. Oh, don't freak out, don't freak out. It's okay, you got really excited. There we go. I clone it. I can make the whole thing again. So I times by 2, I get this, and I do this 2 times, I make a parallelogram. I get the parallelogram. Oh, come on, nothing wants to work today. Including my brain. Oh, whatever. I get this, I times it by 2. I get a parallelogram. It equals this whole thing right here. Bless you. That whole lovely thing. Look at all those pictures running into each other. Beautiful. So easy to understand. Let's just move it all down here. Okay, now we do it. Okay, I get this, I double it, it equals this guy. Okay. Also, if I get this guy and I divide it into 2 pieces, it will equal this guy. Yes? So it goes back and forth. Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
We're good? Okay. Good. Let's clear this up.
If you want the sound to be recorded.
It is. That's the sound of the computer. Yeah, I already checked it. Thank you, though. Okay, so here's triangle M. That's the picture we just saw up there. Okay. Han made a copy of triangle M right here, and he composed it three different parallelograms with its copy. So you have M and the copy. Okay. 3 different parallelograms. Again, we've got the one that looks like a rectangle. We've got the one that looks like, oh my golly gosh, like that. And then we've got the one that looks like that. Oh, perfect. Okay. And we're going to look at this one here. So for each parallelogram Han composed, identify a base and the corresponding height, and then write the measurements on the drawing. So for the parallelograms. So we're going to look at this parallelogram right here, this very first one, okay? Count with me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and it said also the height. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. 4 and 6, yes? I'm going to just put that all the way around. Okay, 4 and 6, 4 and 6. Okay, let's try this one, the height. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is opposite, would be the same. And, or I guess that would be the base, right?
Yeah.
Because now that I'm looking at it, do I want this line to be the base? No, so I'm going to pretend it's one of those sideways ones, you know? Turn on its side. Look, half of you guys are already on your side. You're like this. So, while you're totally not sleeping, but you're looking at your side, I just know you're positioning your head so you can get a good view. Yeah. If that's the base, if this is the base right here, then the 90-degree angle would be up right here in the center, correct? Okay, so let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, here's the base. Count with me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which matches up here. And the height. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. We're good?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and mark that on your notes. What do we notice automatically? All the same. So that's one way to confirm that your ideas before are correct, yes? Okay. Cool, and even cooler. Okay. So now we're going to look at the second question here. find the area of each parallelogram that he composed, and this just says, show your work. Okay, so if we were to look at the very first one, we are going to get area equals something and something. Base times height?
Length times width.
Length times width?
No, base times height. Because it's parallel. Oh, base times height. Yeah.
Base times height for all the parallelograms. This one's a very special one, though. It's called a rectangle, so which one could we also use?
Length times height.
Length times
Width.
width. Okay.
You're
You're good. We totally know what you meant, right? Width times base, exactly. Okay, the very first one, I'm going to go ahead and go with length times width because it is not just a parallelogram, but that very specific kind called a rectangle. Let's go ahead and fill it in. So we have area equals length times width. The area is the same as, what's the length, everybody? What's the width? 4. What's 6 fours? 24 units squared. Okay, then the next one, the middle one, it's a parallelogram, so we're going to use more appropriately area equals base times height. Okay, what is the base?
6. 4. What? Numbers. So confused.
Is it 4?
It's 4.
4? What's the height?
6.
Okay, what's 4 sixes?
24.
24 units squared. And the third one is also a parallelogram, so it is area equals base times height. Excellent. Let's have everyone go ahead and tell me that. Area equals?
Base times height.
Perfect. And then everyone, what is the base?
6 and
What's the
4.
height?
4.
What is it equal?
24.
Oh my.
Wow.
Is there another way to confirm that they're all identical?
You already did it twice.
Many times, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, yeah. That confirms it. Yeah.
It is.
By the way, this is showing your reasoning. This is not showing your reasoning. So I just did 6 times 4 equals 24.
Yeah.
Do we know why we're multiplying those?
Yeah.
No. Do we know what 24 stands for? Do we know what 6 stands for? The 4. No. So this is a complete reasoning starting with, if you're going to use your formula, we're going to start with the formula. Then tell me what these things stand for. Then go ahead and summarize that even better. So I don't have to say, yeah, 6 fours. You just tell me what 6 fours is the same as. Sure, 24. 24 what? Units squared. Okay. Yeah.
I was going to raise my hand and say like that the thing's still going, but he's probably going to do the work like that. So.
Yeah. Okay. So now if I were to look at the triangles themselves though, just the triangle. If I were to cut this in half, because we said that the triangle is half of the parallelogram, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what's half of 24? 24 divided by 2 is?
12.
12. So the triangle is 12 units squared. Same thing?
Whoa.
Yeah? Same thing?
Whoa.
The triangle is 12 units squared. Okay, cool. Well, let's make sure it's actually 12 units squared. Woo! Come back here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 whole squares. We're good so far? All right. This little guy is going to go right there. Can you guys see it? So there's, I'm going to do tallies now. So there's 11. This little guy right there can go right here. Does that make sense? So there's another one. All right, 12. This little dude fits, that little dude and that little dude fit together. Oh, did I accidentally count that one as a whole square?
Yeah.
I did. Okay, well then forget that one. This one would fit here, so there's another square. Okay, what's 9 plus 3 more? What? Yes, it is. Excellent. And 12 and 12, does that make, if those are copies, does that make 24 again? So many ways to prove it. Cool, cool. Will you please explain to yourself exactly how you know that if I cut the parallelogram in half, it gives me the triangle? You can talk to yourself out loud if you want to. Yeah. Good. So, Josh, let's talk about that. triangle and I double it and I make a parallelogram, but what happens if I change the triangle? Think I can still do it?
No.
Okay, let's see. Actually, hold on, I wanna,
If you change one of the triangles,
if I change the triangle,
if you change one of the triangles, then the other triangle will. You can't change one triangle without the other.
no, the M. So if I change the original triangle to like a different kind of triangle, I can do the same thing?
As long as
Maybe.
the gold still
You don't know?
copies.
Okay, well, let's see here. So you're going to be put in a group, and we are going to be looking at some examples here. We've got 4 triangles. We're going to look at the first 2 first, and then we'll look at another 2 in a minute. Does that sound good? Okay, so you're only going to be working with 2 out of the 4 triangles. So you're going to be working with your group to develop a game plan, which is really making sense of the problem, first of all, and then discussing how am I going to persevere through this, which includes not just trying really hard. You probably should know what you're trying really hard to do. And then how are you going to try really hard? So you need to make a game plan and an idea of how we're going to solve this. So that's going to be math practice 1. Then you're going to go ahead and make sense of it by modeling it. Okay, and modeling it means like just sketch it out, have an idea kind of ready to go, planned out on your board. So that's going to be math practice 4. But then that's also going to help you with your argument, your reasoning. When you guys are done with those 2, you're going to come back to your desk. Then we're going to share our ideas. We're going to look and see what everybody did on the boards. We'll also share the ideas and see what can we do with these 2 triangles to figure out their areas. That's part of our argument. That's math practice 3, yes? We're not only going to try to give a very strong argument, we're also going to be critiquing the reasoning of others by questioning their methods, seeing if we agree, disagree, did they do a good job, answering all the questions before we even had the questions. Or can they answer the questions if it wasn't presented? Do they know enough that they can answer them for us if we ask? That's just part of critiquing, right? Judging their how valid is their argument. So we've got a lot of math practices that we're going to be using. Any questions? Okay. So as I give you these right here, and if you go to those first 4 boards, go ahead and erase everything that's there. You will be seeing, again, the 2 triangles, the first 2. You're going to put both of the ideas for both triangles up on your board, and then you guys can come and take a seat as a team. Sound good? And then when everybody's kind of done, mostly done, we'll talk about it as a whole group, meaning a whole class group. Sally, I think those are your bud thingies. Do you guys know what phone means, by the way? P-H-O-N?
Sound or light?
Sound, yeah. Light is photo. Yeah.
So we became cell sound in the pocket. Cell sound.
Yes, that's sound. You guys fix your table before you get out, please. Thank you. You guys are doing a great job, so whoever is still board keeper, because I'm lazy, go ahead and get a point to the class. We get, oh yeah? All right, Paisley, go ahead and go to your group, huh? Thank you. Oh. Have you ever heard of saving the best for last? Yeah? Oh. Okay, good. Okay, make sure your area is all prepped. I like how I see Kimber's name, Deacon's name. Okay. And now I can see it. I was like, what does that say? Let's see. No. Brandon, write your name appropriately, please. Thank you, Macy and Luke. And Paul. And Lillian. Nope. And Lily. And then it looks like Hayden, but I know that's not what it says. Isabella. And Go something. I don't know what else that says either. Becker. Oh, look at yours. I can see all your names. Yeah. It says Koger and Shanice and Lily. Oh. Yeah. So nice. Okay. Here are your first two.
Wait, A and C?
Yeah, it's just B and D are at the bottom stuff.
So they're just like,
Just ignore the letters, yeah. Just look at the pictures. It's fine. Give me some idea on, you can just sketch it out. Some idea that you'll present up here to find the area of these. Doesn't have to be to scale. You can just sketch it. Doesn't have to be to scale. You can just sketch it. Notice I don't want to know the area is. It just says what's your game plan to find the area.
it has a dog.
What dog?
Can I erase it?
Is that bugging you? There you go. I squashed it. Once you feel like you're going to be able to show it on the board, the big board, to the whole class, and you can explain it well, you can take a seat. Oh, I did not pass down the cards. Sorry. Here you go. Here are some cards.
Oh, that was fun.
I mean, they're not some cards. There's a container for cards. The cup cards. Oh, it's just below. Okay, so I see that Annalie's learning.
No, we're taking turns. I did all this.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
But remember that you should know you take turns with markers, but not like paying attention.
Not in half. No, we take
What do you mean by chalk? By chalking it?
Look at this. Cool idea. I can't tell where an empty one would be right now. Oh, you know for sure this one has an issue. You can throw one back there too. At least I know one nobody else wants to. Make you pay for my refill.
I am what is the bottom?
Okay, only one scout up at the top. So we can see the board. Okay, I'm gonna look.
B. C. A. Hard. And everything's out of sight. Okay, let's just get the finger.
Hey, when you think you've got a good enough argument, go ahead and take a seat so we can share it.
Okay, and then we just get the air. There we go. Okay, he is just had to be.
So make sure you guys got your strategy to work for A. Oh, Brennan, your teammate's still going. Go join her.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're not making it go upwards. It's line right here. It's line right here. So the line's gonna be across here.
You guys have a, feel like you go up there and draw it out. Is it okay? Yeah. Okay. You guys both feel pretty comfortable. You go ahead and take a seat. If not, keep working on it. I like that. Well, what else can you do with it? But what we just said. They are two totally different ones. So that makes it. Pretend A doesn't exist if you're looking at C. Does that make sense? So we're going to start all over again. We're going to just look and see what these arguments are. I'm going to pull 6. I do like that, yes. And you look at you using vocab. I like it a lot. It is? Yeah.
No, we can do
Great.
like all the way down.
Remember, calm means with, so we can calm together. And then pose.
I know what I mean.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and come back to our chairs in 5. Good. I like how we're coming back quietly in 4. Have those markers. In 3, notes are out, ready to go. Pencils ready.
What are you putting in your pocket?
In 2, Lucas, just return it for him. And we're ready to look and move on in 1. Go ahead and take a look. Looks like we have some really good ideas for A. C. C was a bit tricky for some, so we definitely want to sketch that one in your notes. Okay. So A was done so well, your arguments were explained so well that I can very, very clearly see. I don't think I really need anybody to come and explain. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the first one. I can see that some people have chosen to cut it off right here. We're going to grab this guy. and move it here to now create a lovely rectangle, right? And we know how to get the area of a rectangle very easily, yes? Okay, what is it? Do it again. Brendan, hold up, please. Mirror. Area equals. What is it for me? Okay, excellent. Go ahead and open up your notes for me, hon. So then we can go ahead and just, whoa. And that stays there. You stay. Okay. We'll go ahead and just work it out, and we've got rectangle, and it's the same area. We just cut it off and rearranged it. Yes? Excellent. So that was one idea. That was great. Okay. I thought that we had, okay, this one right here. We decomposed this way, took this little guy off, and slid it over here. Oh my goodness, that's not what I wanted to do. Let go. There we go. Okay, this guy's gone now. Now we have a nice long rectangle. Really, honestly, we can even just count, it's just one rectangle. We can even just count the squares, yes? Yeah. Because the grid is there for us. But if not, we can do length times width again. Excellent. I like that one. Okay. Then we can have the entire thing copied, such as what Han did on the last one. Oh, that was so, look how nice and straight that is. Isn't that really great, you guys? Yeah, I went to like drawing line school and I totally passed it. Yeah, Totally. That looks great. Yeah. Exactly. You could be exactly. I could be a teacher, right? I could totally do this. Okay. Take it so you make it. You probably don't want to get that from a teacher, huh? Yeah. I just pretend I know what I'm doing. And one day I will say something correct. Okay. So you can copy it, double it. That means, though, that I have now multiplied it by 2. I did not cut off a piece of itself and rearrange it. I literally multiplied it. The whole area, it's been doubled. So now I can find this rectangle, but then what do I have to do before I'm done? Divide by 2. I got to cut it back in half. So I find this entire thing here. Oh, lordy, lordy. Get back up. Okay. I find this whole thing here, and then I cut that off so that I can just keep the area of the blue, my original, by dividing it by 2, okay? Roger, I'm so glad you're not eating in my class. It's so nice. Yeah, I'm so glad you remember the rules. Okay, and then Brendan's going to put his head up. That's so great. So then, let's see here. We have, yep, that one we did, that one, that one. Then I had somebody that just went to a formula. We had 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. We're going to imagine that it looks like this, right? We're imagining for a second. So we're going to go ahead and do area is length times width, because that would make a rectangle. 2 by 8, which is what? 16, but then we have to divide it by 2. So really we're going to be left with 8. So we have 1. Thank you for square units. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one and this one makes 5. This and this makes 6. This guy and this guy makes 7, and these two make 8. Okay, perfect. Cool, cool. Lots of ideas on that one. So creative, yes? Yeah. All right. Write at least 2 of them down in your notes. Especially if there was something you did not think of, so that you have extra strategies, not the ones that you already knew about. Don't forget to kind of glance around if you need to remember what's there. You don't get to be awesome like Caleb and just pause the video and rewind it. Yeah. What a cheat! What a cheat! Okay, we're going to use one of those ideas that I see on, I just saw it. Oh, right here. So board 2, bless you. Board 2 went ahead and cut it off. Okay. Oh, so perfectly traced. I love it. Okay, and then we're going to put it. Oh, it took my line with it. Whatever. Jeez, how rude.
It just has a little red.
Rude. Oh, that's totally crooked. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Okay. Stay put. Stay put. Uh-oh. But wait a minute. That would be cool, except for it's not a rectangle, but it is a what? We can still do that. It's fine, right? So we cut this piece off. It's gone. It's over here now. Okay, so now we have parallelograms. Let's look at the base. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we count this as 2?
No.
Why not?
Because you can't measure things.
Oh, okay. I will do that in a second. Can you tell me, Cameron, why I cannot just say that the height is 2? Is that an angle called a? Yeah, diagonal. So if I leave it like this, I want to go straight up and make that right angle. So I would, it is 2. Is it always that way though? No, just because it looks like it's 2 over here doesn't mean it's actually 2. It just happens to cross through like 2 squares. But really the height, now that I know it's a right angle, I know the height is 2. What Cameron was saying is we can also even take off this little sliver here and move it right there and make a actual rectangle. Just, you know, assume that that piece is off, right? But if you don't do that, the height is still 2, isn't it? Still 2, whether I cut that off or not. So then I can go ahead and do, now we moved the blue, so I can literally just do length times width, and everything is there. Didn't double anything, it's all great. So 5 by 2 is 10. How do we answer it though, 10?
Unit squared.
Units squared, 10 units squared. Okay, cool. And then I had some ideas over here. Interesting. They went ahead and cut this piece off. So, but this one I wasn't sure if we, you see this right here? Did we double it? Is it just this piece, and then that piece is repeated, and then this one gets repeated, but that doesn't look the same? So I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to go with this. I don't know if this is what their idea was, but let's take a look here. Okay, so if I were to cut it off to make a right angle, excuse me, not a right angle, a right triangle, okay, then I can get this piece and I can double it. Do you guys agree? I can get this piece for a second and double it. And there we go. We have got a rectangle over there. So I would find the area of that rectangle and divide by 2 to take off that extra. But then I got to deal with this one, yeah? So from there, that's where I can't quite tell what they did at that point. It looks like they kind of made like another rectangle, but I can't quite tell. Could you like decompose and rearrange these little pieces up?
Yeah.
Absolutely, you could. Okay, yes.
We did so kind of like that triangle.
Uh-huh.
Did dotted lines for that sliver, that diagonal sliver to make the right angle, and then
This guy right here?
yeah. So,
Oh, like this? To make it a right triangle?
now
No, you want to show me?
we
I'm not quite sure.
did this,
Oh, okay, to double it? Okay.
and then whoops. What now?
There you go.
Now we did this.
Oh, so you compose it into a very large rectangle. Okay. Can we do that first of all? As long as we subtract out the extras, right?
Yeah.
Is that one going to be as easy to subtract out the extras? Okay. If this was a right triangle, it'd be great because then I'm just getting this portion and repeating it. But it isn't a right triangle because it cuts off right there. Does that make sense? So that part's going to make it a little tricky. Let me show you this. This is what I was looking to see, and I I may have just missed it. I don't think I saw it anywhere. Okay, don't think so. So what if I were just to double this? Ooh, that one was good. Proud of myself. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to turn it. If I double it, again, copy it, or multiply by 2, can I make a parallelogram? Do we know how to do a parallelogram? What is it? Base times height. Not height. Not height. But height. Yes? 90 degrees? Okay. So if I do this, that's great. I just have to remember to do what at the end? Divide by 2. So I can go down, do my height, base times height. That gives me the entire parallelogram. And then I need to divide by 2 so I can take off the extra and just be left with what's left. Now, do I need to draw it out, or can I just know that's what's happening as long as I divide by 2? Right? So we can start taking that little extra step off, correct? Okay, why don't you go ahead and sketch this one out, if you haven't already. And then I'll show you the next 2. So when you're done sketching that, go ahead and go back to your board, erase it, get ready for the next 2. Like how Cameron pushed his chair in. Thank you, Kimber. Very nice. Brennan, and so many others. So great. Thank you. I love how my ace board is ready and quiet. Good. I see some faces that are looking for the next one, so I know that they're ready to go. Okay, here we go. Let me get rid of all that first. Okay, only send one scout to go to the front so we don't accidentally block. Make sure people in the back can see.
There is no A, B, whatever, you know.
All right, Ace, go ahead and sketch that at your board so you can go over it there so we don't block it. You guys are still doing a great job. Can we get a 10-finger woo? Excellent. Thank you for working hard. Did you guys lose your magnet? Another one? Remember, I don't need you to find the area under. I just want to have a game plan. We're just going to practice math practice. 1. Leave me alone.
I can barely see it. Why does the board do that? It feels like a light.
Oh, there's a light sensor. Yeah. Because it adjusts because of the skylight.
Someone was there, and then it'll go back up.
I could really like freak you out, or I can be like, I have nothing. I think it's just your eyes. What's wrong with you, man?
There's no lamp.
Okay, I will know that you are ready to go over it because you're going to be at your table, not sitting but standing by your chair. So B and D are two separate situations. B and D are separate situations. Okay, push back. Why, thank you. Alright. Oh. Okay. Ready? You are not involved. Never purchase these again. This was a terrible recommendation. Don't make it extra complicated if it doesn't need to be. Okay, just hand. Just hand. I'm sorry. Do the calculator. I'm so much older than you. What? Oh, you don't need to calculate anything. You just need to give me your details. Oh, so sorry. Okay. Apologies.
Lucas. No. Oh, there we go. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Where did 21 go from? 15 plus 6.
Yes.
Think about it. Take a second.
I know it's
21.
Okay, how are we coming along with your game plan? No. Okay, let's go.
You move your pod back. Thank you. Now, the next one. Miss Christensen, do you understand?
He just raised all my neck.
No, that. Maybe it's the one at the bottom.
No, I didn't. Oh, I did.
What? Where did B come from? Wait, good question. B.
No, that's not the shape of the bottom.
No, what we did is we cut this in half.
Paisley, where should you go, hon?
Hey.
Did you get a card? Okay, where should you go, hon? Okay, and then spit your cup out for me, please. Yes.
Oh my.
P5. Okay, go ahead and take a seat in 5. Got your markers? And actually, sorry, stand by your chair. I'm using things. I'm so sorry. And you're quiet in 4, 3, and Isabella's done doing math in 2, and 1. Exactly right on time. Okay, excellent. Before we discuss these really quick, just take a look around. I'm very interested in your thoughts on these arguments this time. What's clear, what's not, just keep it.
Anyone do the same thing? Whoa. Wow, no. We are all unique in our own way. We all get not no way.
All right. Excuse me, 5, 4, 3. All right, here we go. Good for earn to break. Let's see what it is. Oh, I see something on the floor. There we go. Okay, let's see. Imagine, I totally did this box, so I got the wrong box. I did get the wrong box. Hold on.
Is this about your birth?
No.
Imagine dragon.
There we go. That's 3 of them. I want 3 of them. Okay. Times it. Okay. Jump up as high as you can 10 times and pretend you're going to touch the ceiling. Do not stand on anything though. Ready, go. Awesome. That is so many belly buttons. I didn't even realize I couldn't see today. Okay. Take 10 big golf swings. Now hold on. You can't just swing a golf club, right? You gotta awkwardly do the arms. No, I'm thinking it'd be this way. I'm thinking of volleyball. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And then you widen your stance. You gotta wiggle the butt out, right? And then you take a little like, and then you do a little. Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead, 10 of them. Let's see. It's a beautiful hole in one. Wow. Nice! Nice little shimmy down. Roger's going to be a professional. We're going to see him on TV. PGA Tour. Here comes Roger. The famous. Watch shimmy. And then we have to do it. All right. And you're in your chairs in 5. 4, 3, 2, 3, 5. Excellent. Okay, markers, pencils out, notebooks open. I see a lot of some complicated stuff going on here. Yeah, I like it. I like all these lovely ideas. This is great. I'm gonna propose something to you because we will not always have this grid in the back, right? They're not going to be that gracious all the time. And when you are measuring something in real life, do they have a beautiful net that you just lay the squares on top? No. You don't.
That would be a good measure.
It would be great. Until you have to build, like a skyscraper, and that's going to be a kind of a large grid. You're like, bring in the grid, right? So, how about we just know that this could be doubled or rearranged, right? Now, if we could rearrange it and think about the area the same, that's one thing. However, this particular one is not a right angle. So if we were to cut off a piece, we're going to have to rearrange it into a parallelogram, correct? So we could either, and I think I did see somebody do this one. We can either cut that piece off. Check it again. Oh, I think it's going to go this way. No, this way, and then I think I have to flip it. Let's see if it's even going to work. This is why we test things out. Okay. Okay. So we're going to get rid of that. help me much, though.
No.
No. So I could do all this cutting and rearranging. You're like, yeah, but what if I do it on this one and then I rearrange that piece? That is fine. I can just keep cutting things and rearranging them and all this stuff to create new shapes. However, we could also remember the fact that it is, if we were to copy it and clone it, it is going to make a parallelogram. And then if we have the parallelogram, it's going to be double, eyeballs up here, it's going to be double. What do we do in the end if we just want to stick with the triangle though? Well, we're going to do it again. Ready? So we have a triangle. I think we're going to need some attention here. Mirror. Okay. We have a triangle. We're going to clone it. We're going to compose it. What did we create now? Parallelogram. We find the area of the parallelogram. Parallelogram. And then we divide by 2. And we're left with our triangle. Excellente. Perfect. So let's go ahead. What are we going to need for that? We're going to need base times height, yes? Okay, so we're going to imagine that it's double. When we doubled it, by the way, when we cloned it, did the base and the height ever change? No? Let's go back to this. We'll go to this one. Okay, let's look at the base and the height of this, just M by itself. All right, let's count the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the height? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know those are correct because they make a right angle, yes? Now, will you guys talk about what is the base and the height of that, or excuse me, well, we could say length and width of that rectangle? Anything change?
No.
Base and height? No? Okay. What about this one here? We said the base was 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just looking at the triangle M. I'm pretending it's just the blue. Let's look how tall it is. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Was that different or the same in your notes when we did the entire parallelogram? It is the same? Let's do this one since it's not sideways, okay? We're going to look at just M here, so let me go ahead and block this out. Oh, let's go this way. Okay. Let's see how tall this is. Can I say this is the base up here?
Yeah.
And that's how high it is?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. 2, 4, 6. Do you guys agree? How tall is it? 2, 4. Okay. Now let's look at it as a parallelogram. Here's the base right here. 2, 4, 6. And how tall is it?
4.
Did that change?
No.
No. So the base and the height of the triangle are identical. When I clone it, I copy it, and I make it in a parallelogram, the base and the height are identical. That is why I have to divide it by 2, because if I leave it like that, then it's finding the entire thing of both put together. So I gotta divide it by 2, and then I'm good to go by itself. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, I want this one right here. Okay. The base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the height is 3. That should be really dotted lines. There we go. Okay. What's it going to give me?
21 units squared.
21 units squared. Okay, now we're going to count this. Let's count it here. Let's see. Let's do the whole ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you've got 5 so far. That little piece can go right there. So there's another one. So there's 6. I'll just use tallies. This little piece right here can go right there. Does that make sense? So here's another square. Can you guys see it? Okay, so there's another tally. This little guy can move right here to make a square. This little guy right there can go right here to make another square. And there's a weird glare, sorry. This little guy can fit right here. What do you think? Nope,
And then we just have random.
I don't think the top one would be it, but we already used that.
Where do we put that one then?
There's that tiny one right there in the corner. Yeah. Kind of more towards the side and the tally. This one all the way over there.
This one?
Yeah.
We already
Okay,
did that.
maybe we already did it. Let's check it again. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You know why? This was the only one that was left, right? Yeah? Oh, I think I know what happened. First of all, is this even close to 21 yet?
No.
No, because what is this actually finding? The parallelogram. So what are we supposed to do when we have a parallelogram? Divided by 2. What is 21 cut in half? What's 20 cut in half? 10 and then another 10 and a half. Okay. So 10 and a half should be just that triangle, right? Let's see, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And were we left with a half?
Yeah.
Oh, should we try it again? Maybe we put it in the wrong one. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do all tallies. We're good so far? Okay. This little guy will fit with this one. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Looks like this one fits here actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other one, we just used that to do the bottom one.
Okay. Yeah, we did use the bottom one, huh? Okay, and then we have, can we put this guy over here?
Yeah.
Think it's too big? Ooh, let's see if it's gonna fit.
Maybe.
I think that was. I think I do that too.
You will fit? Okay. I think it is gonna fit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this one used and this one used. So there's another one.
What about that one right there?
Oh, this, I can do this little guy. Where can that little guy fit?
Oh, that
Here?
one. No. Yeah, I get it.
Oops. Okay. And then this right here?
Yeah.
Okay, that one and that one. Okay. So there's our 10.
And then we still have. Oh, that's a half.
That one right
Oh, you know what? Let's blow this up a little bit. So we're gonna get rid of this. So this is the square we're looking at right
That is a half.
there. Now it's not a half like from corner to corner, right? Vertice to vertice, but I still think it is. Come on, little guy. Oh my gosh, my mouse is like super slow.
And was it didn't?
Whoa.
Are those identical?
No. Yes.
Yes.
So the one up there is super sensitive. The one on your computer is super slow.
It could also be because I'm recording at the same time. So we have, oh, change colors. Dude. Okay. So we have here to here, and then it kind of goes up and it goes across.
Oh, you need to flip it.
Yes, let me clone it too. Then I'm going to flip it. So we know it's exactly the same because I cloned it. Oh, it's a little crooked.
It's a
Okay. So that is half, right?
Yeah.
Ah, so we did get 10 and a half. Okay, so it's just not corner to corner. It went a little bit off, but it still cut it in half. Okay, so let's get rid of this dude out of the way. And let's clear all this up. So knowing that all we have to do is cut it in half, we do know that it works. Now that was a lot of checking, but we do know now that it works. So for this one, can we just do base times height, and then we just know we gotta cut it in half and we're good to go? There's a good perpendicular connection. I can do base times height, divided by 2, and we're good, yeah? But is it still a triangle? Can I still duplicate it and create a parallelogram? You guys think so? Okay. Turn it around.
Wait, what?
Oh, no.
That is.
Is that a parallelogram? Okay. I can also put it up there. Is that a parallelogram? I can also put it over here. Is that a just like tilted, right? So you can still make parallelograms lots of ways. Either way, if I get any triangle and I double it, it will create a parallelogram. So all I gotta do is get the base and the height of the triangle, base and height of the triangle, pretend I'm doubling it for a second, go ahead and do my formula for parallelogram. As long as I divide it by 2 before I'm done, then I'm gonna go right back to my triangle. Okay? Will you go ahead and write down what you've learned so far today that you want to remember? Then it's going to be time to do what?
Music.
So, raise your hand, you have a job?
I am a helping hand.
Excellent. Okay, make sure you know what your job is, and let's do it before she gets here for music. You guys did awesome. I would have you do another point, but either way you're going to win, but let's just do it oh yeah for fun. Excellent. Okay. So go ahead and once you finish your notes, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording for Caleb, and then you guys can reset for the next class and be ready for music, okay? All right, go for it. Okay, bye. You want to go ahead and grab a chair at the back tonight?
Bye, Caleb. Bye.
Bye.